Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel once more, and today will be the last lecture of this chapter, Force and Pressure. Today we will do the numericals, the book numericals, and along with that also I will give some questions. Same question, I'll just change the numbers and I will see how many of you are writing those answers in the comment section. And trust me, if you practice the numericals only, you will get good result in your exam. So you must practice the numericals by different numbers. In your book, some questions are given. Change the numbers by different numbers. Make 300 for make the if 300 Newton given, change that into 400. Okay, I'll do that, but I'll change the numbers. But I want the response from all the students of class 8. Not everyone is responding. Few of them are responding. That is very good, but I want all three sections to respond in a good way. Okay. Now, if I come to the first question of your numerical book, you see 1 to 5 questions, or one question 1 to 4. Those are of chapter 4, which I have already done about the moment of force. So I'm starting with question number 6. Find the thrust required to exert a pressure of 50,000 pascals on an area of 0.05 meter square. So first you see this number. What is this? 50,000 pascals. You seeing the unit only, you tell me what is this unit refers to. Pascals. 50,000 pascals. And this unit refers to what? Pressure. We know that. Okay. Now my next thing is to see is what? Is this part. 0.05 meter square. 0.05 meter square. What does 0.05 meter square refers to? It refers to nothing but area. Is given area of 0.05 meter square. So I have told you meter square is a unit of area, or I will say SI unit of area. And they're asking me to find what? Find the thrust. They're asking me to find the thrust. So क्या निकालना है? Thrust निकालना है. किसको? हम लोगों को. तो चलो निकालते हैं. So this pressure, area, thrust, I told you every sum of physics is related to a particular formula. You have only one formula over here, and that formula is what? Pressure is equal to thrust by area. This is the one single formula. Now think, do I have to change the values to SI unit? Answer is what? No. Meter square is already as a SI unit. Pascal is also the SI unit. So both of them are SI unit. I no need to change it any further to any other unit. This is good only. SI unit is good. So I'll put the values. Now I have to put it in correct place. Pascal is 50,000. So I'll put it under Pascal. 50,000. Thrust. I know. No. Thrust I don't know. Area do I know? Yes. How much? 0.05. Now multiply. So thrust is equal to 50,000 into 0.05. Now I think you have to use your concept of maths. Remove this point. Okay, remove this point, and what you get? 100. If there's a point you remove, you get 100. Cancel 0, 0. 5 into 5 is 25. And how many zeros are there? 1, 2. So you get your answer as 2500. Okay, thrust becomes 2500. Now what is the unit of thrust? SI unit of thrust? Think, thrust is nothing but a force. And what is the SI unit of force? It's simply Newton. So it is equal to 2500 Newton. I think it's correct, because these zeros has no value. 5 into 5, 25, and 2 zeros. Clear? Have any doubts? I don't think so. Now after this, what I want you to do is that I'll just change the numbers. What I will do? First I'll rub the sum. Next I'll change these numbers. So the numbers becomes 40,000 pascals and area of 0.08 meter square. Okay, so you solve this sum with 40,000 pascals and 0.08 meter square and write the answer. And what will be the answer of this part sum in the comment section? Comment the answer. Okay, did you understood this part? Clear? Now this is the question number 8 of your book. Question number 8 of your book. See the question. Calculate the pressure in pascals exerted by a force of 300 Newton. My first thing that you have to see over here is what? 300 Newton. So as I see 300 Newton, I'll write over here 300 Newton. What is this 300 Newton? Think, what is 300 Newton? Looking at the unit only, I can say Newton. Newton means what? It's a force, and that is acting normally. Force acting normally means what? That is nothing but what? Force acting normally. The force acting normally 90 degree means what? This is nothing but a thrust. So force of 300 Newton acting normally. My next thing that I will see is what? 30 centimeter square. 30 centimeter square. Now what is centimeter square? Centimeter square is a unit of area, not the SI unit, but it's a unit of area, and also written on an area of 30 centimeter square. So area of 30 centimeter square, and they ask me to find what? Finding the pressure. But very important thing is just see, calculate the pressure. They're asking me to find the pressure in Pascal. In Pascal. Pascal means what? SI unit. They want the pressure in SI unit. So if they are asking the pressure in the SI unit, means what? I'll make sure the other two are also in SI unit. Now is Newton is a SI unit? Yes, Newton is a SI unit. No tension with Newton. But is centimeter square a SI unit? No. Centimeter square is not a SI unit. Previous to this lecture, in lecture 7 only I told you, meter square is the SI unit. Centimeter square is not the SI unit. So how to convert this centimeter square to meter square? I told you, I will use this relationship. 1 centimeter square is 1 by 10,000 meter square. So 30 centimeter square, because question given 30. 30 will be how much? 30 by 10,000 meter square. So 30 centimeter square, 30 by 10,000. You can cancel over here also. I will not cancel it. I will try to cancel later. You can cancel a 0 0, but I'll leave it like this. It becomes 30 by 10,000 meters square. Now see, I got this SI unit, I got this also SI unit. Now I will just do the sum. I know the formula. Okay, I know the formula. Pressure is equal to thrust by area. This is the formula that I will use. So what is the pressure given? They are not given. So I have to find the pressure. Thrust is given how much? 300, and area is given how much? 30 by 10,000. 30 by 10,000. Now you use your concept of maths and get the answer. 300, this 10,000 will come up. This 10,000 will come up, and this 30 will stay where it is. Now cancel. 10, 10. And as you cancel, now you see the answer. 10,000 into 100, how much it becomes? 1 lakh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 10,000 into 10 gives you 1 lakh. 1 lakh is the pressure. Now what is the unit of pressure? Newton per meter square or Pascal? I'll write Pascal. So it is 1 lakh pascals. Okay, so 1 lakh Pascal is the answer of this question. Now what I will do? First I will rub this sum. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot between the sums. Okay, no problem. You can take a screenshot. Now I'll change the number. A force, suppose say I give a force of, previously is given 300, I'll give 400 Newton. And on an area, previously the area was given how much? 30, so I will change it to, say, okay, let's make a little more change. 600 Newton on an area of 40 centimeters square. So, okay. So you do this sum using these two numbers. This is Pascal. So you do the sum with these two numbers. 600 by 40. 40, change it and do the sum. Write the answer in the comment section. Okay, write the answer in the comment section. Now this is question number 9 of your book. Okay, question number 9. How much thrust will be required to exert a pressure of 20,000 Pascal on an area of 1 centimeter square? See, the same thing is getting repeated over here. If you happen to see, the same things are getting repeated over here. Means what? If you know what I mean, centimeter square, not a SI unit. Convert into SI unit. Otherwise, answer will never come. And to convert, we have a very general formula. So as I do the sum, how I do the sum? Normally in a general way. This is the, if you happen to do the sum in your exam also like this way, your answer will never become wrong and you will get the correct answer every time. First I see the number 20,000 Pascal. I see the number 20,000. So I write over here 20,000 Pascal. As I see 20,000 Pascal, unit only tells me what is the physical quantity, nothing but pressure. Next thing what I notice, 1 centimeter square. So over here 1 centimeter square. But looking at the unit only, I can say what? Centimeter square denotes what? Area. So area is equal to 1 centimeter square. And they're asking me to find the how much the thrust. So this is they're asking me to calculate the thrust. Now the same thing is getting repeated. I have to convert this into the SI unit, area into SI unit. Otherwise, I will not get the answer. This is the clear thing. 4-5 sums I have done till now. So area is 1 centimeter square. To convert that into meter square. This into meter square. So how will I convert? I know the basic relation that 1 centimeter square is nothing but 1 by 10,000 meter square. So this is the general relationship that 1 centimeter square is 1 by 10,000 meter square. Since the question was given about 1 centimeter square, this is the meter square. Now how much is the thrust acting? So I'll use the formula. Pressure is equal to thrust by area. This is the question. Pressure is equal to thrust by area. Now pressure is given how much? 20,000. Thrust, I don't know. Area, 1 by 10,000. Okay. Now I'll do what? Cross multiply. 20,000 into 1,000 is equal to thrust. Now I'll do cancel this 0, cancel this 0. So thrust becomes how much? 2. Now think, thrust. What is thrust? It's a kind of force. So after 2 I have to write a unit. So what will be the unit of 2? 2 के बाद क्या आएगा? Thrust. This is nothing but Newton, because thrust is like a force only. So SI unit of thrust is Newton. So it will be 2 Newton. I think you got the sum. If you got the sum, then I will change the numbers. So this becomes 25,000 pascals. So how much thrust will be exerted? Exert a pressure of 25,000 pascal on an area of 5 centimeters square. So do this sum and get me the answer in the comment section. Okay, let me write in green. Okay, let me write in green so that you happen to understand that I have changed the number. This is 5 and this is 25. So do this sum and write the answer in the comment section. So what you do after every sum, no, when I give the questions like this, take a screenshot, catch, take the screenshot, and after you complete the whole video, see those screenshots, solve the sum in a copy and write the answers in the comment section. Very nice idea or not? So if you take the screenshots, I think all of you know how to take a screenshot. Okay, I think that you are all good in that part. Okay, so we will continue with the next sum. Now coming to question number 16 of this chapter. If you are feeling that the numbers are little small, na, see this question is given in a book only. Because I have to write small because I have to utilize the space to solve the question. So I'm writing a little small, but if you see at a little higher pixel, I think in YouTube, you can watch it at 144p, 240p, 360p, 480p. So if you watch the video at 480p, things will be much clearer. So watch at 480p and hold your mobile in a horizontal way, not in a like vertical way. Horizontal way you hold, and at 480p you watch the video. It will be clear. Okay, now see. Let's see the part things. The weight of the container is 60 Newton. So as I see 60 Newton, I'll write 60 Newton. But what is 60 Newton? Think, Newton. Newton is what? Unit of what? Force only. So it will be the weight of the container. See, it is told 60 Newton is what? It is the weight of the container. And weight means what? Thrust. I told you. Weight means what? Thrust. So 60 Newton is nothing but the thrust or the force. The base of the container is this by this. Looking over here, 15 centimeter into 20 centimeter. Achha, 15 into 20 centimeter is how much? Nothing but 300 centimeter square. 15 into 20 is 300. So what is this 300 centimeter square? Nothing but what? See, a centimeter square is what? It is the area. Simple. Area is given as 300 centimeter square. And they are asking you to calculate the pressure. Pressure pucha na. Now again the same thing. See, 300 centimeter square. Not in SI unit. Convert that into SI unit. How will you convert? Simple way. 1 centimeter square is nothing but 1 by 10,000 meter square. So 300 centimeter square will be nothing but 300 into 10,000 meter square. Simple thing. You can cancel the zeros, but I will cancel later. So this is the area. So I will use this as area, not this, because that is the CGS unit. I will not solve the sum in CGS unit. Solve the sum in SI unit. So I will take this 300 by 10,000. Now use that formula. Pressure is equal to what? Force by area or thrust by area. So force is how much, or thrust is how much? 60 Newton. And area is how much? 300 by 10,000. That is given over here. So yes, put. Now use your concept of mathematics to solve this sum. 60, 10,000 will go upward and 300 goes over here. Now if you solve it, this cuts 5 times. 1, 5, and if you cancel this thing, it will come cancel 2000. So pressure is equal to 2000 Pascal. I think that is pretty easy to do the sum. This is the mathematics, okay? 10,000 will go up and this 300 will come down. Concept of mathematics, so you can solve the sum. So after this, what I will do? I'll give you a sum to do. Suppose you take the container of say 150 Newton, okay, 150 Newton, and you take the base as 4 into 4.5 into take this as 4, yes, 9, 18, not a good number, 6, if I take this as 6, 9, take this as 2, okay, so I think something will come, it will cancel and get the answer. So take a screenshot and write the answer in the comment section. I think you can do that for me. Hmm? If only you solve these questions, I'm telling you, this is my guarantee. Today, if you work hard and solve these sums, before the exam, you just need to revise and everything will come in your head. Over there, before the exam, you don't need to bang your head and say, how will I do all these questions and chapters? Today, if you solve it, after doing the exam, everything just need to revise it and things will be coming automatically to your head, and you won't have the burden before the exam. Normally the students take so much burden before the exam. Today you solve, finish this chapter, solve the numericals. Nothing is there in this chapter. So easy chapter, I'm telling you. The chapter is very easy. Solve the numerical theory. If you solve the numericals, theory will automatically, it will be banging in your head. Yeah. So solve more numericals, theory अपने आप आ जाता है. ठीक है? Solve this. Okay. Now this is question number 17 of your book. Question number 17. Now see this question and try to answer. First thing that I will notice is 60 kgf. 60 kgf. So I'll write over here. 60 kgf. Now use your brain to tell me what is kgf. Kgf is unit of what? kgf is unit of force. Newton is a SI unit of force, but kgf is also another unit of force. So I'll write what? Force or thrust. Thrust is equal to 60 kgf. As you see, weight 60 kgf. तो weight मतलब क्या है? Thrust ही ना है. So a boy weighs 60 kgf. So weight means the thrust of the body. Stands on a platform of dimension this by this. So I'll write what? 2.5 centimeter into 0.5 centimeter. Now, how much is 2.5 into 0.5? Tell me, 2.5 into 0.5 is how much? 125, 2 points, so it will come 1.25 centimeter square. Now, what is this 1.25 centimeter square? What is this? Centimeter square, that is what? Unit of area again. So, this is nothing but the unit of area. Now, after this, you have to find what? Pressure. So, you have to find pressure. But see, the very important thing, you have to get the pressure in Pascal. Very important. Pascal. If this Pascal was not mentioned, then I'm telling you, you need not need to convert 60 kgf, neither you need to convert this. You neither need, you have to convert the 60 kgf, neither you can convert the 1.25. You just put 60 by 125 and get the answer. Answer will be in kgf per centimeter square. That was possible. But as in the question, Pascal is mentioned. So Pascal is a SI unit. As it is told that you have to get the answer in SI unit, my target will be also convert 60 kgf into SI unit and 1.25 centimeter also in SI unit. Because without that, sum will not go. So I know 60 kgf is how much Newton? No, 600 Newton. I told you, these things have been explained to you. 1 kgf is 10 Newton, so 60 kgf will be 600 Newton. All these things have been explained. Now 1.25 centimeter into meter square, again the same thing. 1.25 divided by 10,000 will give you an answer in meter square. So I converted thrust, which was given 60 kgf, converted into 600 Newton. Area, which I got as 1.25 centimeter square, became 1.25 by 10,000 meter square. Now I'll get the pressure. Pressure is equal to what? Thrust by area. This is the formula. Now thrust is how much? SI unit, I will take the SI unit, 600 Newton. And I will take this area, not this one, SI unit, because Pascal, they want the answer in SI unit only. So 1.25 by 10,000. Now after this, use your concept of maths. It will be 600, 10,000 will go up, divided by 1.25. Okay, 1.25. Now how this point, I have to remove it. I think you know. Remove this point and put 100 over here. Okay, remove this point and put 100. Now try to cancel it. If I cancel this whole thing, see, 25 5s are 25 4s are, and after this also I can cancel this 5 ones are 5 120s are. So 120 into 4 is how much? 480. And after that 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So 4 8, after that 5 zeros. Newton per meter square, that is your Pascal. So got the answer? Cancel this and you will get the answer like this. I think in your book also the answer is measured in something to the power of 7, right? 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can write this as 4.8 into 10 to the power of 6 pascals. This can be also the answer. Because when you have too many zeros, you can shift the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So point comes over here and 10 to the power of 6 pascals. Okay, this is the part of maths which now is going on, that exponents. Okay, do that chapter in maths nicely, and this thing will also go nicely in your head. So this question is clear to you, I think. Now let's go to the okay, you have to do a sum. So I will change the numbers. I'll give as this as weight as 90 kgf, 90 kgf, and the dimension I will give as 3 centimeter divided by 1.5 centimeter. 90 kgf and 3 centimeter by 1.5 centimeter. So you do this sum, take a screenshot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take a screenshot and write the answer in the comment section how much this question's answer will come. Good? Now this is question number, I think the last question of your book. Okay, I don't know the number, but this is the last question of your book. Now think, there is a brick. Consider this is my brick. Now this brick, this is a diary, but I consider this as a brick. This brick has a weight of 2 kgf, 2 kgf. Now if I turn the brick like this or like this or like this, anyways, the weight will not change. The weight will stay 2 kgf in every situation, which in lecture 7 I told you the first sum. Okay, if the Fevicol bottle turns upside down, the weight never changes. So if I keep it like this way or this way or this way, the weight remains 2 kgf only. But what changes? See, if I keep my brick in this manner, now see, this whole area is in contact with the ground. So more area is contact. If more area is contact, what happens? The pressure becomes less. Pressure becomes less. We know area more, pressure becomes less. If I keep the brick in this way, now see, this area is in contact. Now see, area decreases, the area is less. Okay, as I keep it in this way, area is less. As area is less, pressure becomes more. Okay, and if I keep the brick in this way, means this area is in contact. The area is much smaller, the least. The pressure becomes, if I keep the book in this way, the pressure becomes highest. So I have to find the pressure of the brick if it is kept in this way, 3 different ways. If I keep it in this way, and this way. Okay, so in 3 different ways, if I keep the thrust never changes, the weight of the brick never changes, but the pressure happens to change. So I'll find the pressure in all the 3 situations. Now if I talk about the first situation, see, the pressure that you will find, they have not asked in the book, they have not asked in pascals. As they have not asked in pascals, I will not change my unit. I will keep my units in kgf and centimeter. I will not change the units in SI unit, because in the previous question they were all asking, or in indirect way they are asking me to convert, but in this question they are not asking me to convert. In the previous question they are asking me to told pascals, in pascals I request, so they are asking me in SI unit. Other sums, One was in SI unit, other was in CGS. So I have to convert this CGS also in SI. This was SI, this was CGS. So I have to convert this into SI also. But in this sum, they have not asked you to answer in, see, both are not given in SI unit. Neither of them are given in SI unit. And they are not asking the answer in also SI unit. So I'll keep my question like this way. Okay. If they're not asking, I will not change. Now, what is the area over here? Area. Now see the length and breadth. So length is 20 and breadth is 10. That will give you how much? 200. And centimeter into centimeter, that gives you how much? Centimeter square. Now pressure is equal to what? Thrust by area. I know this formula. So thrust is how much? 2 kgf. 2 kgf. And area is how much? 200 centimeter square. If you cancel, it becomes how much? 1 by 100. See, cancel 2 and 200. You cancel 1 over the 100. 1 by 100 kgf by centimeter square. 1 by 100. And what is 1 by 100? Convert to decimal. 1 by 100 is nothing but 0.01 kgf per centimeter square. Clear? Now coming over here, what is the area in contact? Think, this and this 20 has nothing to do with area, okay? This and this, so area becomes 5 into 10, which is equal to 50 centimeter square. So area becomes 50 centimeter square. So what is the pressure right now? Pressure is equal to thrust by area. So thrust is how much? 2 kgf. And area is how much? 50 centimeter square. Now, if I happen to multiply the numerator by 2, it becomes 4. If I multiply the numerator by 2, it becomes 100. See, 2 and 50, multiply the numerator by 2, it becomes 4. Multiply the denominator by 2, it becomes 100. 4 by 100 kgf per centimeter square. And if I convert this into decimal, it becomes 0.04 kgf by centimeter square. Now you must be having a question, why I multiplied by 2? Because I wanted the 100 in the denominator. If I get the 100 in the denominator, I can get my answer in decimal easier way. Okay, otherwise it becomes 1 by 25. Again I have to divide 1 by 25. It will give you the same answer, but you have to go in a little curved way, just straight way. Multiply this also by 2, this also by 2. Because my target is to get 100 in the denominator. If I get 100, answer I get it directly. These are all junior classes, class 6, 7 decimals. Now last part, area. What is the area over here? See, 20 and 5 are related. This 10 has nothing to do. 20 and 5. So it will be 20 into 5. It will be 100 centimeter square. Okay, now pressure is equal to what? Thrust by area. So thrust is how much? Again 2 kgf. And area is how much? 100 centimeter square. So already the denominator is 100. So it's good for me. And see, don't cancel 1 by 50. If you cancel, things becomes more difficult. So 2 by 100 is how much? 0.02 kgf per centimeter square. So this is the answer of the first part. This is the answer of the second part. This is the answer of the third part. So I hope you understood these sums. Now, if you have, now I'm not giving any question for this, okay? You practice this sum, you practice the same sum, and in example, a similar kind of sum is given. Try to practice that sum also. This and that sum you practice, you'll get to know how this sum is happening, and in the exam also you can do the sum. I think very easy concept. Just the area is different. As the area is different, pressure also becomes different over here. Okay, think, you will get the answer. Areas are different as they're in contact with different way. Areas are becoming different. Thrust is becoming same. Thrust is 2, but the area you see 200, 50 and 100. More the area, less the pressure. See the least pressure among all of them, least 0.01. Less the area, 50, less area, highest pressure. See 0.04 is highest among all the three. So you try to understand this, okay? Okay, now this is the last question of this chapter, and after this you won't, this is the last video, this is the video number 10, and this is the last video of this chapter, and after this we will again meet in some other chapter. I don't know which chapter, but we'll meet in some other chapter. Now this question is a very important and a good question. 2 years ago means the students who are now in class 10. This question came in their half yearly exam. So very good question, and it came for about 4 marks if I happen to remember clearly, and very good question. And this question is given in your book in the examples. Now in the book now there is one small mistake given, just rectify it. In your book it is given as 25, but it will be 250. In your book it is given as 25 centimeter square. Make the change, put another 0 to 250 centimeter square. Now see what the question is. First I will see over here the one more important thing, compare. The first thing I will see what compare. In physics, just know in physics, if there is any question, which says compare, it means you have to find the ratio of it. So compare means what? Ratio. Okay, in physics it is a general way. Okay, in class 8 you know 9, 10 it will be required. Compare the two frequencies, compare the two loudness, compare the waves. Over there everywhere when you will study, it is the ratio that they are asking. Compare means ratio. Okay, first thing I need to say that. Now read the question. There is a girl and there is a elephant. Nice combination. A girl and an elephant. So I have to compare between a girl and an elephant. Now what I have to compare? I have to compare their pressure. Okay, girl's pressure is more or an elephant's pressure is more. I have to compare the pressure between a girl and an elephant. Now look at over here, let's talk about the girl. A girl weighs 50 kgf. So weight of the girl is 50 kgf. So if I have to do like this, girl. What is the thrust of the girl? 50 kgf. Now the girl is wearing what? Sandals of pencil heel. Okay, pencil heel, I think you know. Pencil heel of area of cross section 1 centimeter square. So area of the cross section is equal to 1 centimeter square. Now you think, how many legs does a person has? It has 2 legs. So they are saying it is the pencil heel of area of cross section of 1 centimeter square of one shoe. So one shoe has 1 centimeter square, but there are 2 shoes, na? So total area will be how much? Multiply by 2. So total area will be what? 1 centimeter square into 2, which is equal to 2 centimeter square. Think, normal human being has how many foot? 2 foot, na? So 1 foot is 1 centimeter square, but it is not said. But you know this has 2 foot. So 2 foot will have how much? 1 plus 1, 2 centimeter square. That is why I multiplied by 2. Now after this the question comes, do I need to convert this kgf into Newton and centimeters into Newton? No. You no need to convert. Although I said that in physics the general rule is to convert everything into SI unit, but over here you see both of them are not in SI unit. When both of them are not in SI unit and neither in the answer also they are asking in SI unit, so you don't need to convert that into SI unit. If they ask you to write the answer in Pascal, something like that, then you convert this into Newton and this into meter square. But if they are not asking, and both of them, if they are not asking and also saying both of them are in CGS or say both of them are not in SI, then you no need to convert. Suppose this was in Newton and this was centimeter square, then you need to convert. Suppose this was Newton and this was centimeter square, then one in SI and one in non-SI, that will not happen. So since both of them are not SI, don't need to convert into SI unit. Okay. Now pressure is what? Thrust by area. We know that from formula. So this is how much? 50 kgf by 2 centimeter square. That is equal to how much? 25 kgf per centimeter square. So this is the pressure applied by the girl, 25 kgf per centimeter square. Now let's talk about the elephant. Now elephant weighs how much? The elephant is weighing 2000 kgf. So the thrust of the elephant is how much? 2000 kgf. Weight means thrust only. stands on foot of area 250 centimeters square on the floor. Now see, this is a very good. Area is equal to 250 centimeters square given. But it is given the area of 1 foot. Ek is 250 centimeters square. Now tell me, elephant has how many foot? It has 4 foot, not 2, okay? It has 4 foot. So 1 foot is 250 centimeters square. So 4 foot will what? Multiply this by 4 and this will become 1000 centimeters square. That is the area covered by the elephant, because 1 foot 250, 4 foot multiply by 4. Easy. Now the same thing, pressure is equal to thrust by area. So thrust by area, kgf and centimeter square. So ultimately when you cancel, how much you get? 2 kgf per centimeter square. Now you see the answer and tell me who applies more pressure. Is it the girl or the elephant? Tell me. Pressure of the girl is 25 kgf per centimeter square, whereas the pressure of the elephant is 2 kgf per centimeter square. तो किसका प्रेशर ज्यादा हुआ? Who has more pressure? Clearly seen that the girl has more pressure. It is 25. Elephant, although it has more weight, but it also occupies more area, and we know if more area, pressure is less. So a girl with a pencil heel applies more pressure. So if you happen to get stumped by a girl who is wearing pencil heel, trust me, it will be a lot of pain compared to an elephant who is stumping you, because the elephant will apply less pressure and the girl will apply, if wearing pencil heel, will apply more pressure. Now coming to the ratio, if they are asking for ratio, so I'll compare the ratio of girls by elephant. I'll compare the ratio of girl by elephant. So girls pressure is how much? 25 kgf, and the elephant pressure is how much? 2 kgf per centimeter square. First what you do? You cancel the kgf and kgf centimeter square. So ultimately I have left with how much? 25 by 2. 25 by 2 is how much? 12.5. 12.5 by 1. So what is the ratio between the girl and elephant? Girl is to elephant का ratio कितना हुआ? 12.5 is to 1. Okay, 12.5 is to 1. So this is the ratio. If you keep your answer as 25 is to 2, that is also correct. Okay, 25 is to 2 is also correct. But since in the book it is given 12.5 is to 1, so I have showed you 25 by 2 is 12.5 and nothing is there, 1. So it has become 12.5 is to 1. So by this we have completed this chapter of energy. Hopefully you see all the 10 videos and prepare your lessons. I am trying my level best to solve each and every part of the chapter. Like I'm not leaving any corners. Everything I'm trying to cover. So it's up to you also, whether you are watching my videos and using your time in a fruitful way. Then only marks will also come fruitful. So that is my request to you. Please, that the effort that the teachers, not only me, the other teachers, your maths teacher or your chemistry teacher, the other teachers, what they are doing to put the YouTube videos and teach you properly, please, please, I just appreciate your teachers' effort, all the teachers' effort, and also we request you to work hard. Even in the lockdown period also, you just cannot keep, the life cannot go stop. The life always has to move. So let the life move. This bad phase, that is a lot, that this virus and this all these things, every time, if everyone's life bad phases comes, but also bad phase comes and also goes away also. So बुरा वक्त है, टल जाएगा, but life रुकना नहीं चाहिए. We have to keep on moving. Okay, so as a student, as you are a student, the only way you can move is not by doing any kind of TikToks, what I have seen. Study. Okay, if you study, then only good marks will come. Other than that, do a little bit of playing, keep your body healthy, fit. Okay, that is the only thing. So after that saying, please like my video, share with your friends, comment if you have any doubts, and please do subscribe, the red button. Please subscribe, please press that, and you will get the notifications. Okay, so see you, tata, bye bye, and take care of yourself. Good.